Hello, I'm Susan Brewer, and today I thought I would show you some hard plastic dolls dating from the 1950s and early 1960s. They're all 7.5 inches tall, and apart from two of the dolls I'm going to show you, they're similar construction to this one. This is a Miss Rosebud. You can always tell Miss Rosebud because she's marked Miss Rosebud on the back, which makes it very easy. She is jointed at the head, arms and legs with elastic. Here's one that's dressed. You could buy Miss Rosebud undressed, or you could buy them ready dressed, and there are lots and lots of outfits available for them as well. You can see they have beautiful colouring, and the hair is mohair. This is a Miss Rosebud as well. This is a later Miss Rosebud, still 1950s but slightly later. I don't know if you can see, but the eyes on this one have got some of the white showing. There's no white on that one, but the white is showing on her eyes, and that's the difference between the early one and the later Miss Rosebud. This doll is Jinx. Jinx is another doll very popular with collectors. Now Jinx was made from an old Rosebud mould by a company called Wilkinson and Gross. But she was actually produced for the Amanda Jane company. Amanda Jane were renowned for all the clothes that they made for their dolls. They made lots and lots of outfits. Jinx was normally sold undressed. Just like the others, she is hard plastic. She's got a mohair wig, but she is marked on the back just England. So if you find a hard plastic doll, she is marked England on the back. She's 7.5 inches. Almost certainly she is a Jinx. I'm now going to show you Tonie and Sally. Tonie and Sally, this is Tonie, this is Sally. They were made by Fairy Glen Company. Fairy Glen were another company renowned for their clothing. You can tell the difference between Tonie and Sally because Tonie has a slightly better wig. She always has a parting. Tonie was slightly more expensive than Sally. Tonie was introduced first and then Sally a few months later. These dolls are marked on the back Roddy. They're made by Roddy for Fairy Glen. Basically they're the same construction as the Miss Rosebud dolls, but the faces are different. And if you look carefully, they have got eyelashes. They have got plastic eyelashes. They are sleep-eyed, but they've got plastic eyelashes. And that's the difference between those and the Jinx and the Miss Rosebud. There are other little hard plastic dolls around that you'll come across sometimes. You might come across a Sarold, or you might come across a Linda. Now Linda dolls were sold often in corner shops, newsagents, at the lower end of the market. Some of these dolls, like the Rosebud, Miss Rosebud and the Tonie and Sally, were quite expensive. This was a cheaper doll. She's very, very easy to distinguish purely because she's got a very shiny, waxy finish. She always looks waxy. Interesting thing about Linda dolls is that they are always beautifully dressed. This one's an original. She has a petticoat. She has a corduroy dress. The corduroy is very, very common with these dolls, with embroidery on the bottom, and she's got a matching bonnet. Sometimes you find them in cotton, printed cotton, but this corduroy dress, which comes in a range of colours, is the most popular and the most common that you will find on Linda dolls. And Linda dolls are marked with an L on the clothing. On the back it says made in Hong Kong, and the in is in the middle. So in other words, it says made Hong Kong in. That's Linda. Now, Sarold. Sarold was made primarily for Woolworths, although they were sold in other outlets as well. A Sarold doll, again, is a very distinctive doll, and she's marked Sarold, so she's easy to identify. But if you can see her face, it's a very matte plastic, and she's got a pouty mouth. A very, very pretty doll. Sarold dolls came in lots of sizes, from this size right up to a great big baby doll. But this one fits in nicely with the collection of all these other 7.5-inch dolls. Now the last two I'm going to show you are also 7.5-inch. This one is a Tonie, but she is a walking doll. As you see, she walks. And as she does, her head turns a little bit. Not very well, but it does turn. But she is one that you might come across sometimes, and she is a walking Tonie. And this one is Linda. This is another Linda, and you can see how beautifully she's dressed as well, even though these were cheaper dolls. And she too is a walking doll with head turning. But anyway, this is a selection of all the dolls that you might come across. Different kinds of 7.5-inch. There are lots of others, of course, and lots of American dolls. But this is a good selection of the British dolls, and I thought you might like to see them. Very popular with collectors because they don't take up too much room.